Welcome to the data science using Python next lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to discuss on the advanced Python objects and map. Okay, just observe this one lecture carefully. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, first of all, I need to share some important points to you. Then we can go ahead with the practical. Okay, mapping is very important in this Python. Where this generally what is object? You know what is object? Object is nothing but living thing. Okay, object on living thing where one can be anything can be taken an example. Suppose if you are sitting in classroom, um, the duster is one object, bench is one object, board is one object, chalk is one object. So everything can be treated as object. This object should be mapped in Python or functions where the number of items all are collected. Then it can be treated as inputs. There where we can iterate the number of times until the it matches. That means here mapping can be performed. How mapping can be performed? So it applies to all functions for all the items. So iterator should be applied here. For example, you know what is list, what is tuple, and what is dictionary. So string and also iterable map object. What is the meaning of this? You can apply with all these things: list, tuple, set, dictionary. So map function is already built in Python library. You need not define separately. Okay, because it supports in the library function, Python library. How to write map function? Observe this one syntax. Syntax. Okay, you need to write this syntax map function iterator 1 comma iterator 2 and so on up to iterator n. So likewise you have to map the number of iterators. Okay, it how you we cannot guarantee that this many iterators can exist. It can exist in different things. Okay, what is mandatory function? Mandatory function can be applied to all the items available in the iterator. Okay, and what is iterator? Iterator can be this one of the compulsory object. This is function. These iterators can be treated as objects. List, tuple. So multiple iterators. Okay, multiple objects to map function, and return. You need to return value. This is the result. So the map function is going to apply the given function on all the items inside the iterator and return an iterable map object. Yeah, obviously you need to map the function. Okay, it is going to apply to the given function. What you are define the function, it should be mapped with the map function based on the objects you provide. So satisfying all the iterative objects and the final result should be iterable, that is tuple, a list, etc. Generally, how map function works? First of all, we need to take two inputs and iterative objects. And for this reason, what we have to do in this process, we need to iterate all the objects that is present in the iterable object given. And last, you will get the output if you iterate one. Let us take some small example. You need to find the square of each of the numbers. Okay. See, observe this one. First, you need to define the function name, that is square. You need to introduce the variable as n. I need to return n into n, that is n square. And you need to enclose the number of objects in this. What is the square bracket? That one, list. If you introduce the parenthesis, that is tuple. Please understand the difference. And you are using the map function, and this is the final code. Okay, I am going to explain this code in Jupyter Notebook online. Okay, you need to file new notebook Python 3. First, we need to define the function name. Function name is nothing but square, and the result can be you need to return this n into n. That is, you need to find the square of the number. So my underscore list is nothing but you introduce some number of objects. You need to iterate all over. Okay. Updated underscore list. What you need to do now? You need to map this one. What you are mapping? You are mapping this and this one. You both can be mapped. So after mapping, you need to store in the updated underscore list. You are printing this one, and finally you need to print the list. Okay, run this one. What is the meaning of this one? Can we expect this output manually? No. Python compiler will determine the reference number. So mapping can be performed based on the reference number. Okay, that's very important. Finally, you need to print the square of the two numbers, right? So 2 square how much? 4. 3 square 9. 4 square 16. 5 square 25. 6 square 36. 7 square 49. 8 square 64. 9 square 81. So these are the things we need to know. Okay. If you understand this, the square number, then you need to do assignment as cube. And if still getting any doubt, you can ask me. What you learnt in this example, you are just mapping the function name and object. That's it. And you are storing in the updated underscore list. So you are printing updated list, and finally you are printing the list updated list. Okay. So you are getting reference number along with the final output. That's it. So every time you need to map this one. Okay. And the next one, using map in Python built-in functions. In Python, some built-in functions also there. For this reason, you need to understand the round function. What is the meaning of round function? In a database management system, you learn to seal, floor, everything you learn. And however, in Python also, you will learn round function, that is built-in function. What is the main purpose of using round function? The main purpose of round function is to round the values nearest to the integers. Okay, that is very important thing you should learn in this lecture. And let us work with some example. I will explain this program now. Please observe. I'm just pasting here to understand you correctly. First, you are creating one list. Integer again 2.6743, and you can introduce any values, okay, nearest to the numbers. And next you are introducing the update underscore list. You are just mapping map round comma my underscore list. Okay. Here round function directly manipulate the my underscore list values automatically. What is present in this, it will manipulate. And finally, it will print the reference number based on this storage. This point talks about the storage memory in the memory. Finally, to print the all rounded values here. So, if you round 2.6 and what you have to get? Will you get 3, 4, 4, 6, 6, 8? What is your expected output? So why you okay? 2.67, 3. 3.6 means 4. 4.2. What is the main logic behind this? If you cross more than 5 or 6, it will round off this one. And 3.6 means 4. And okay, 4.2 means it's 4. 5.9 is 6. And 6.3 is nothing but 6. And 7.68. 8.2 means 8. 9.6 means 10. I hope you got clarity with this example. Still, if any doubt, you can ask me. Just I worked on the round only, okay? Based on this only, it reflected output. This is one more example. Similarly, you can take your own example and try on your own using round function. Here, what you are doing, only these two print statements will work for everything. Here, you're mapping only map function. Why we should map? We need to map the reference number. Okay, that is very important. Next example, what is a new here? Yes, everything I mentioned here. Suppose if you want to work with a string as iterator, till now we worked with these numbers only. Shall we try with the strings? Again, I'm going to explain this example. Focus on this. First, you are going to define my map function as what is here function name. Def means definition. What I told in the previous functions concept, this is definition. This is the function name called my map func. S is nothing but object, and you need to get the result. For this reason, what you have to do, return s dot upper, whatever string welcome to some, assume that you are giving advanced Python. Okay, updated and just map. You are just mapping this one and this one. You are mapping this one and this one. So what you need to get? You need to get the string in uppercase. So print update underscore list. Again, why you are using for loop here? Directly going to print updated underscore list or as print list underscore updated list. Then why you are using for? Because you need to get the next line also. That's why we are using for updated underscore list. You are storing in I. You are just printing I. End is equal. Why? What is the meaning of end is equal? Double quotes to give space. If you want to give space, then you need to use end. Okay. The main purpose of the end is you need to give proper spacing, right? This one finished reference, and again you are getting the upper. Welcome to advanced Python. So what you learned, you are just applying to the string. Got my point? You are using function name, you are just mapping the function name and string, and you are using for loop, and you are using print, giving space for using end is equal double quotes, and you are just checking the output. This is the process. Okay. If any doubt in any program, you can ask me. Okay. To work with list of numbers. One more new model. You are using the function name as def my map function n, and you are using return n into 10. Okay, return n into 10. What is your main logic? If we are using the numbers, list of numbers, okay, you are using list square bracket, and you are using 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, n into 10, 20 30 40 50 60 70 80 90, you should get output. For this reason, what you are doing, you are just mapping the function name and my underscore list. So print updated underscore list, you are getting the updated list, that is reference number, and finally you are displaying the result. And next one is you need to understand the logic here. You need to use the what you are using actually. You are using n value can be taken as 2 to 9. Everything will be multiplied by 10. Okay, the resultant will be like this. You are just mapping the function name and list. If you understand this example, you can try with the division and remainder also on your own. So everything the concept is same. Okay, this is somewhat advanced concept we are using. Till before that we worked on the basic Python commands, but here we are just working on the advanced levels. Okay, so like this it's very easy. If you the only thing is you need to understand the what a function use, round function, string, list of numbers, and map function plays an important role in Python. Okay, these are the things you need to understand. You can try with a tuple. So these are the similar examples. Before ending this lecture, I want to end with a dictionary. Till now we haven't worked with a dictionary, right? Okay. Let us work with dictionary. We'll end with a dictionary because it's very, very important concept. Till now we didn't go very nicely, but with this example we get total clarity. As usual, you are going to define the map function n, and you are just using the same logic. You are multiplying with the 10. Only thing is, instead of my underscore, you are giving the dict. Don't give entire thing. You are just for short. You are to use dict, and everything you need to enclose in flower brackets, and you are storing in some new variable final items, and you are just mapping here. Very important. You need to understand where to map. Every time you need to map with the function name and this object. Fine, which one? This one you are storing. You just don't bother. You have to go ahead with my underscore dict only. Whatever your objects are there, you just need to iterate this one, and you want to print the final items and list. However, you'll get the same thing. So what are the new things you need to learn again? Okay, with this we'll finish this concept. In the next lecture is very important. We'll discuss some more new two terms. Okay, don't miss the next lecture. I hope you understood what I said. Still, if you're having any doubt, you can ask me. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If any queries, you can ask me personally. Thank you.